that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example are they showing you as leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employer of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
As the bill to create a TT state emerged at the House of Representatives, let me tell us, if you have not been following, concerning the Ada creation or state creation of a thing has passed first reading at the floor of the Senate as we speak. Yesterday, I saw write-up on different blogs talking about Ada State also. Still from Abia State. We are now having a Nioma, Olu, Adada, Etiti. We do not know the one that will come up next. Well, that will form our conversation as we'll be looking at concerns on bills on state creation at the National Assembly. Very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics. Today is Friday, the 5th day of July, 2024. In the words of Sam, the incorruptible, thank God it's Friday. My name is Moses Ben, incorruptible Sam. It's good to have you join the program. Good morning.
Definitely. Good morning to you also. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah. I heard people enjoy it so much, so I want to give it to them.
You've not found that yet.
I don't benefit.
How they enjoy it.
Maybe the
it's not a beneficial.
The government, workers. We don't do that. When I say thank God it's Friday, thank God it's Friday, you see them jumping around. So I join them in thanking God it's Friday. Maybe I see it from the angle of, okay, we started Monday and it was like, okay, the week won't even be good. But getting to Friday, you know that, yes, give and take. And the Lord has been very, very good. Yes, in as much as the expenses, everything put together, you have 10,000 naira, you remove 1,000, you will not be asking if you lost money. No, you will not lose any money. The economy has eaten so deep, So, and yesterday, one of the headlines we carried, I think it should be UN. They say that 65% of Nigerian earnings go into feeding. 65%, and that's scary. If you earn 100,000 naira, for example, 65% of 100,000 goes into feeding. That means transportation is not even there. House rent, because the landlords now, they are the calendars that we have. They tell you the date.
They help you to tell what's up with the calendar.
You buy shoes, you buy clothes, you will do other things. You will help people. Yesterday I was in the studio when I got a call from someone, and I needed to share whatever my expenses was.
I understand.
Give
clearly.
the person half,
Yes.
took half, and that was something I didn't even plan. It happened that moment. So all this thing put together, if 65% is feeding, and you want to look at how Nigeria is right now. Anyway,
and all these things fall down to the government in terms of checkmating prices of things and policy around our economy and all of that.
Yesterday, Oji came out. UK actually, my former organ, came out to say that that corruption is not only living with the leaders. There are people that they are leading also. And I came back. I got that information and I said, see, if leaders will lead well, because so many people are corrupt now because those people leading them did the same thing. So they copied from them. If you're bringing it back to us, lead well. The fish, we start from the head
To get rotten.
to get rotten. And well, that will not stop me from telling you good morning, Moses, Ben.
Thank you so much, Incorruptible. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, my brother Moses Ben. Let me align myself with Incorruptible Sam to observe that Nigerians are actually dying in installments. People are dying in installments. So it's a difficult situation out there. And then there's nothing to be excited about. Thank God it's Friday anymore. Because what are you going back to? You know, these days you even try to see how you can get out of the house, whatever you can do to get something by the side. So it's a very terrible situation. But all the same, we will always keep hope alive. They say Nigerians are the happiest people in the world. So even in the face of difficulties, they keep getting happy. So what do? We keep getting happy. Maybe happiness will deal with the difficulties. Tinubu just injected, they say, is it 1 trillion naira into the economy? So maybe he injected into the sea. So
That people cannot see.
I'm telling you. So I mean, every day you wake up, you hear one funny story, one nasty stuff or the other about Nigeria. I mean, I don't know when the drama is going to end, but then let's keep hope alive, like I've always said, hoping that tomorrow will be better. Thank you very much, our beautiful listeners out there.
All right, very quick one. During the 2014 confab, we saw expectations were quite high, talking about recommendation for additional states to be created in the Southeast. As we speak today, just a few days ago, the member from Abia State, representing Abia State at the National Assembly, precisely House of Representatives, of course, presented the bill for the creation of ETT. Let us not forget that of Ugochinyere being Olu. We've had the Adada in place and all of that. But confirmation shows that of Adada has killed by that first reading at the floor of the Senate. Gentlemen, recommendation even came out from that 2014 confab about additional states in Nigeria. Sam, your take on this, because it's been a trillion. I don't know the next one that will come up. I saw somewhere yesterday people were arguing, accusing their representatives of not projecting the issue of Ada State. Your take on creation of... okay, Aba State. Yes, Aba State, not Ada State. I beg your pardon.
Well, it's actually, yeah, if you look at, I think so, some of us here are asking for this, maybe because of the number of states coming from the north and all the rest. While others will also ask, is that our problem? If you create more states, this is something that you will have those that will be in support and those that will be against. Critically looking into it, well, those that are in support might be right. Those against might also be right with their point, depending on where the points will come from. And on the confab, unfortunately, the president then didn't actually do anything to implement it. I don't know. He should have known how Nigeria works, so that the next government will not do anything about that. In as much as they tell us that government is continuing. I expected Goodluck Jonathan to, act very fast in making sure that some of the things, if not all, discussed during the confab would have, just been implemented. Knowing that the one thing about election is, if not that we have the mindset or the mentality of second tenure is sure. It's sure for me. No, it's not sure for you. And we saw what happened with Jega and Urubebe. With all we are not going to accept it. But finally, we accepted it, and Buhari became the president. He didn't look into that. A lot that confab meeting would have solved. Yes, in as much as dividing Nigeria, for us to go separate ways wasn't actually discussed before. President said it. See, this is not going to be part of the discussion. But so many things were discussed that would have helped us now. Now, calling for state, yes, like I said, if they not have that number of states, the local government areas alone, and it's a plus to them. So every other side also will have a reason to call for same thing. Because You understand?
I'm with you completely.
Exactly. And so, but if you want to look at that now, will that solve our problems? The problems we have in the East? Will that solve the problem we have?
Are you not looking at it from the geopolitical standpoint of view also?
Yeah, like I said, it's going to at least help us geopolitically. But what we are saying now, what personally I'm saying is, will it solve the problem? You know our biggest problems now? The insecurity, the hunger in the land. Will creation of more states solve it? Will creation of more states help employment? That I don't know. Aba State, well, Aba is big enough to have their own states. I hope Isialangwa will also not come out to say, no, we are no longer Isialangwa North and South. We want to be a state. Isialangwa State. Then I want to believe Abriba. What was the Avia? They will also tell you that they are big enough to also become a state. You see things coming up that way. If that will be our problem, my own is whatever that will solve our problems in Nigeria, in the East, let us do it. But we need to check if that is really our problem. Then those actually passing this bill now, are they just doing it so that their people will say, hey, they are working? Or they just want to do it? Let it be that they are busy doing something.
Do you know a number of representatives?
That's another thing.
A number of representatives have been accused of not being active at the National Assembly.
That's why they have chosen these ones now. Because that's another question. Are you doing this thing because you know it's going to work, or you just want to keep being busy doing something? Every day we talk about you, mention your name as someone that wants to pass a bill to create states, then you use it to hold us down. Next election, you come out and say, don't worry, that bill I'm pushing, I will get it. We must have our own state. And at the end of the day, we keep chasing shadows. Like I said, those against might be right. Those in favor might also be right.
All right, Ike, we are talking about arrangement. Persons have said marginalization and all of those. We've heard that cries, several times, and all of those things. But we'll get your own reaction very shortly. We are being joined this morning to still look at this issue on Standpoint by our guest, Chief Ncheta Umerekwe. Very good morning to you, Fondibo, and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's good to hear from you. It's been a long time we've not spoken. Abians have not heard from you. Where have you been? What has it been like since the last election?
Well, you recall the last election was almost like a civil war to change the status quo in Abia State. So I decided to take a very long rest and then to go back to my second address. You know that the problem of Abians has been there since 1999. That the so-called politicians in Abia, one can call them professional politicians who either have soul or spirit, have decided to balkanize the Commonwealth of Abia since 1999. So I went back to my second address and went back to my business and then trying to get a little rest and then to spend time with my family.
That's good to know, Chief. When you say status quo in Abia, what were you trying to imply?
Well, like you all know that since 1999, a group of people hijacked the politics of Abia State, which meant that the common wealth of the people were being shared, nothing was being done. And then it was important that like minds come together to change that, the status quo then, not this present workplace.
So are you saying it has changed in Abia State? The status quo of the thing has changed?
It's only a mentally deranged person that will say that the status quo has not changed. And you can attest to that.
All right, it's still surprising, but we want to still find out when you say it has changed, the true meaning of how it has changed before we take up another angle on this.
The old guard handed over to a new guy who is there, who is in charge now. That's what I meant by that.
Oh, we now understand. We now understand. That's okay. Okay, if the old guy is handed over to the new guy, okay, what is your relationship with the governor of Abia State? Let us get to hear from you also.
Well, it's a friendly relationship. But you recall that since he achieved office, I've not visited him. He only came into Abuja where I live once and called me. We had a lunch, and I wished him well. The reason being that we are needed to give him a chance, to create a new government architecture for himself, which I'm sure, he did, which is, working better than what you had before. So we have a good relationship, but it's not, my relationship with him is not one that I wake up and call any other person. But if I call, he takes it because I take, but we're not that close. But I think we're having a good relationship.
All right, that's good.
Because I needed to give him a chance, and I want to place it on note that nobody that I know, I did not nominate anybody to serve in his government, because when the time of reckoning will come, we need to place the cards on the table, to see what he has done and how he did it, and then the way of moving forward.
All right, that's good to know also. We have a couple of things that we want you to address this morning, but you just said that you needed to give the government, the space to create a new government architecture for itself. That would take us down to finding out from you. What's your take, when it comes to the administration of this current government in Abia State, given what you have applied, talking about creating a new government architecture?
Well, for me as a person, governance is not about gathering friends, cronies, or family members to be sharing the commonwealth of the people, after receiving the monthly allocation. Governance is about being serious, placing the interests of the masses, the civil servants, the pensioners, providing infrastructure for the people, providing security for the people, and then being responsible for the people you are governing. So if you place side by side 1 year of Dr. Lesotho Bazo's government against that of the previous administration's government, like I said, you see for yourself that somebody is a more serious and determined person than the other. And so that's all I can say about that.
All right, we'll still find out from you. You talked about, governance is not about sharing the commonwealth of the people, bringing people around and then to share the commonwealth of the people. Did this assertion you've put up now ever happened in Abia State?
Well, I don't know the state of your origin, Ben. if even if you're not from Abia, you lived in Abia since 1999, with due respect to the previous administrations, you find out that once a governor emerges in Abia State, he will first of all bring in his cronies, his people from his clan, and then the sharing begins. But the body language of this present governor, hello?
Yes, you're with you, sir.
The body language of this present governor is the opposite of the other previous government. I mean, if you go to Aba, I grew up in Aba. There this road, Port Harcourt Road, which since 1999, even Joseph Kalu, who grew up in Aba, did not try to address. Governor Tiod, did not even do anything, did not even get close to Port Harcourt Road. And the last governor, who unfortunately is an Ungwa man, did not do anything. This guy has taken that road head on and then engaged a quality construction company in Jesus Beja. Even if you hate Dr. Alice Oti for any reason, I mean, that will give you job. Because that Port Harcourt Road, when we were growing up in Aba, you find people from River State getting into Aba in the morning because I grew up selling Africa. They will leave Aba as early as 4:30, they will leave Port Harcourt as early as 4:30 a.m., get to Aba, buy their goods, go back to Port Harcourt before 8 o'clock. Aba was booming. When we are growing up, there's hardly any street. Every month you see a new building springing up. There were activities. I recall that most of our customers were coming from Niger. Some were coming from Guinea, some were coming from Senegal, some were coming from Ghana. But because the previous administrations abandoned Aba, all those businesses disappeared. The roads, a car from Osisioma to Owerri, where you have all the industries, all of them disappeared. So this guy is trying to fix all that, and then you can see that commercial activities they've started springing up once again. So I applaud him.
All right, talking about the road constructions in Abia State under the current administration, everybody has seen what is happening. Of course, even before the government marked 1 year in office, we saw a lot of flagging of road construction across the state. But I want to find out from you, what do you make of the style of giving out or issuing out this project? Number of persons have said that these projects are laudable, are good, but the style, the pattern that the government has been using in terms of awarding road construction, but nobody knows about the amount. Are you comfortable with the style or the approach of issuing out this project? What's your reaction to it? These projects are laudable. Everybody commends it, but the style and the pattern, what's your own reaction as an Abian to that, sir?
An honest question you asked, Ben. Fortunately, I have a construction company, so I'm into construction myself.
All right.
To be honest with you, just like I advised Dr. Alex Oti not to behave at any point as somebody that conquered the state. Abia State is not conquered. Reports, complaints from all quarters is that it's not being opened. But we're watching. And then at a point, maybe sometime around 2027, these questions you answer these questions. You know. But I've not been around to find out how that, but that's the general. Because for me, I had a figure being bandied that between Opera, where you have Opera, Michael Opera, round about to Express, that he expanded that portion of for 30 billion. I will question that any day. I will personally question that any day. So my advice to him is just to be transparent. The quality product is bringing their quality products, no doubt, but it should be transparent.
All right, why I put up that question, because it is expected under governance, transparency, accountability, these factors should play a very pivotal role under governance. But that's by the way. Let's quickly talk about welfare of workers. We know when it comes to the workforce of any society what it means. Do you have anything to say about workers' welfare under the current administration, Chief Ncheta?
Well, I will tell you, if I had emerged the governor of Abia State, I would have had one or two issues with the civil servants.
How about that?
Let me tell you. The civil service is supposed to be the engine room of every administration. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, you find the civil servants, somehow, a certain percent of the civil servants behaving as if, that somebody engages them to run down the government. And I'm sure you've heard about ghost workers. Oftentimes, state governments, pays over 30% of the salaries to ghost workers. So, but my take on all this is that having verified the genuine civil servants in the state, I understand that it's been up to date in paying their salaries, and of course, the verified pensioners. But I will advise him at all times to also take their interest, place their interest at the front burner at all times.
All right, we'll go on a short break. This is Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics, and then we are having interaction with Chief Ncheta Umirekpe. When we come back, there are other things that we want to find out from you. Please do well to stay with us.
Arrive alive. Respect traffic rules. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. Every life on the road is precious. Drive safely. Be attentive and ensure your journey doesn't become a tragedy.
Stop wa on our roads. Nwanne m onye abịa. Nwata na ndụ gị dị ndị abịa mkpa. Kwụsị wa n'okporo ụzọ anyị. Drive safely.
This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Ozia, Sinaka Abia State Orientation Agency. Na-abịara unu.
The Rotary Club of Umuahia North District 9142, Nigeria, invites you to the installation ceremony of the 9th President Rotarian Uchechukwu Udeji Mwagana. Date Sunday, July 7, 2024. Venue Wonderland Event Center, Ishi Court, Aba Road, Umuahia, Abia State. Time noon. Our charity fee for Rotarians is 3,000 naira. For guests is 2,000 naira, while Road Tratox is 1,000 naira. Announcer, Rotarian Sopuruchi Emeka Chairman, 2024-2025 Installation Committee. Rotary is good.
From Umuahia, Nigeria, Rapid FM 96.5, the sound of your city.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you I'm leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is paramount.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
All Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
You're welcome back to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics on Rapid 96.5 FM. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook, you can get us at Rapid Umahia, and also on YouTube, Rapid 96.5 FM. This morning, we have been speaking with Chief Ncheta Umerekbe. Sir, you're welcome back to the program.
Thank you, man.
All right, a very quick one. I can remember before the 2023 election, especially in Abia State, you established a number of things that has to do with the governance, where you talked about imposition and all of that. Before we get down to these issues, still to find out from this administration in Abia State, security, when the government came in, the marching order was carried out in the sector, security, to the point that baited the Operation Crush. What's your reaction? Is it making wave? Given what has happened, I mean, the clinches we have gotten so far in Abia State, let us get your reaction on this also, Chief.
No, that is the area I'm not satisfied with the governor's acting so far. Abia State, the last administration that we applaud for, attacking the security situation in headlong was the Chiodog's government during the time of Osisi Kanko. Listen, Abia State borders, I think about 5 states, about 5 or 6 states. And those states are very volatile when it comes to security. So we need to have a very serious security architecture. The governor needs to sit down and reorganize the security architecture in Abia State. And then politics, you should not play politics with the security of Abia State by appointing people, the local security organization. We have the Bakassi, and I heard that the people now who are fully in charge are people from a particular zone of the state, which is not the result is not favoring the state. So I'm not satisfied when it comes to the current security situation in Abia State. I'm not, to be honest with you.
All right. It doesn't mean that the efforts of the governor has not been taking the right path. For example, after the creation of Operation Crush, and then he has interfaced with different security agencies. Even the Security Council, Advisory Council, was also created or established under him. Are these not measures, strengths in seeing to the fact that issues that have to do with security in Abia State are being handled?
Let me tell you, if you are an Igbo man in this country, you will find out that the Igbo man is fighting an unseen war in this country. About 2020, about 2019 and 2020 and 2020, between 1999 and 2003, there's a peculiar security situation in Abia State. That's how Bakassi sprung up. It was organic, and the people embraced it. The people of Abia State fought that security situation head on without a single soldier getting involved. Now, the security situation in the southeast, the army you see there, the navy you see there, the air force you see there, they have their own agenda. Do you understand? So that's why I'm saying that he should not play politics with the security of Abia State. We have the organic organization, the Bakassi, that the people founded themselves. He should bring that Bakassi, place the cards on the table. Forget ethnic, the little ethnic considerations. Appoint capable hands, especially the intelligence aspects of security. He's not harnessing that in Abia State. Yeah.
All right. Before the 2023 general election, I can still remember clearly you talked about issue of godfatherism. You were once an aspirant around that period. Under this government, do you sense godfatherism, and what do you have to say about that when it comes to governance?
From records available to us, granted that Alex Otti emerged as a child of circumstance, but his body language does not allow inclusivity. I'm not sure of any elite, those who are not interested in the governalization of the state funds, that will tell you, that is aware of what the governor is doing. All the people serving under him, he handpicked them. The body language suggests that he's trying to build that dynasty for himself. But I will see how it will play out. But for now, he's standing alone. I'm not sure of anybody who will come out to say that he's the godfather of Dr. Alex Otti. So, which means 40% of our prophecy has come to play in Abia State. So let's see how it goes from here.
Opposition is a very crucial or critical angle of any democratic settings. I understand, last I checked, you wanted to contest as a governor on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. Your thoughts on opposition in Abia State, and also the defection that has occurred in the People's Democratic Party of Abia State?
A little historical background of these defectors will help us to understand the type of characters we're talking about here. Now, in 1998, it was Roger Zocalo that brought PDP to Abia State. Few of us, 60% of us, 60% of people that make sure that that PDP survived in Abia State, are still in PDP. But these other people are people that will call us wanderers, scavengers, who strayed into a beautiful organization that we founded, who came to destroy, just like a thief, who came to destroy, to maim and kill the soul of the party. So if you are talking about the defections, these are professional politicians who do not have second address. Now, PDP just lost power. In less than 1 year, they are defecting to APC. I'm pretty sure they are hanging there because the real owners of the APC will not allow them, relax there to destroy their party. So these are people that neither have souls or spirits. They are wanderers. They will continue to wander. So I'm not taking them serious. So for me, I'm still in PDP, like I said. Hello?
Yes, you're still in the PDP.
Yes, for me, I'm still in PDP. Sometimes, we reviewed our party. The people, most of them who are still there, who force them out. And let me sound a warning, so that they will follow their cohorts to defect to wherever they want to defect to. So these are people without character. So they can go to whatever party they want. That has nothing to do with.
Are you against the role of opposition in Abia State at the moment?
If opposition is from those disgruntled PDP members, what is there to oppose about? Apart from the things I'm mentioning, few things that will think that Dr. Oti is not doing well. Do you understand? So why will you criticize Dr. Oti for building good roads? Why will you criticize Oti for paying civil servants? Why will you criticize Oti for bringing investment to Abia? You don't criticize somebody because you want to be a busybody opposition. Time will come. Oti is doing his things now. We're recording. We're taking records of what he's doing, how he's doing. Then at the 11th hour, we ask questions. You ask critical questions. You ask reasonable questions, not criticizing because you have your free mouth to talk.
Okay, and good morning to you, Mr. Ncheta Oberekpe Ichiabi. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Incorruptible Sam.
Your name is Incorruptible.
Yes. Sam. Incorruptible Sam.
And you are living here on earth. That's funny.
So that one shocked you.
Too much.
But it is what it is. All right, we have been listening to you, and you have actually been handling the questions very well, especially the part you said, the statement you said that you've gone back to your second address. Yes, we know that majority of our politicians, as I take away politics in their life, they are empty. They don't have another address, and it's something that has really, really helped in making us look as if politics is a do or die affair. They want to be there because without them being there, they are nowhere else. It's a good one. You're a big businessman and doing well. And now a question. From the way you sound, yes, still a PDP man, but you, if you have any idea also to give to this current administration, I believe you will do that. During the election, we see people, when they lose out, they just want to be bitter till the next election. And even if the current administration wants such people to come closer in joining hands together to build a better state or even nation, we don't end up seeing that each year. If the current administration wants you closer, yes, you say you are not that, you are friends with him, but not that close. But if Alex Oti, the governor of Abia State, wants you close in some areas that will help him build a better Abia, will you be available, sir?
Well, let me help you clarify on the issue of politicians having a second address. Now, for instance, I'll tell you, from the time I left secondary school, like I mentioned to Ben, I was a trader. You know, I sold second-handed clothing. My shades then was line 3 shade 13. And then after that, I migrated to Abuja. I got involved into construction. I have my office. I've done over 2,000 projects with award letters. Can any of those characters you're mentioning, can they come out to tell you this was what I did in 2010, 2015, my private business? No. That answers that question. Well, if like I told you, I'm a member of PDP, and then I govern you. It is on record that I contributed over 45% to 50% of making Dr. Alex governor. Because in every polling booth I have my organization, we have 5 cell members. So calculate it, 4,000 something polling booths that we have in Abia State. We did that for him. And I've been advising him. Like I told you the last time we had lunch, he came into Abuja. He called me, I went over, we had lunch. No bitterness. Opposition, how long? How from now? But right now, I'm in my mid-50s. How long do we have to stay here that you want to create an unnecessary enmity? And then if it's not you, then you bring down the house. No. Now, if you have your interest in helping people, building your community, it will interest you to know that single-handed, I've never had any government contract. I've never done 1 naira contract in Abia State. Yet I've provided water to over 15 communities, borehole waters. I put street lights. I've constructed roads. I've built health centers, skill acquisition centers, about 5 or 6. If you go to Omaku, you think you are in London. Done by my humble self. It's all about serving your people. It's not all about, fighting to kill somebody because you want to be in government. If at any time Dr. Alex called me to give him idea or to bring my contact, I've always done that, and I'll continue to do that. When it comes to election, let me tell you, we hung out last night. The Deputy Speaker, Chief Enrico, APC was doing something. We were there. A prominent politician in Abia State, before somebody contested the election against, got into the hall. Immediately the person walked into the hall. He took off. He disappeared. So we were discussing that, listen, there should be a line, a red line where politics should stop. Yeah. And then humanity takes over from there.
All right.
We are brothers.
All right.
Good morning, Ofondibo.
If you're calling Ofondibo, call is a very heavy title.
Jesus.
You know what Ofon is? Call it like you mean it.
Good morning, Ofondibo.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Aiko Bunaya.
Okay.
I appreciate your humble beginning, that you have actually exposed us to this morning, and your charismatic membership of PDP. But I have this poser here. If tomorrow, probably there's all these party primaries conducted, and maybe you decided to try your shot again for governorship, and you're not able to get the ticket, and maybe another party calls you to, decides to offer you their ticket to run on their platform. How would you consider that, given your charismatic membership of PDP?
Have you heard the phrase they say, never say never?
Yes, we have.
That answers your question. But first of all, I'm a child of God. I believe that God destined everything to happen. I think we should first of all pray to be alive in 2027. And if we have sound mind, and if I have the wherewithal, and if they want me to serve, why not? I will.
All right, Chief Ncheta Umerekwe of Ondibo, want to say a very thank you to you for making time to speak with us on Standpoint today. Thank you for your time on the program.
Let me commend Rapid FM and the wonderful work you've been doing. I had a discussion with the DG of my foundation. Very soon we will approach you to see how we'll partner with you.
Okay. All right, that would be so.
In the interest of audience. Yes. Thank you very much.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much, Chief Ncheta, and have a wonderful day.
You.
All right.
Thank you.
That's that on the program. 09160,965 or 09160-333-965. Let's have your reaction. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. Incorruptible. Good morning, sir. Ike. All of you. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Thank you. I don't want to waste time. My name is Mr. Chijoki.
All right.
I want to react on the issue of what Ncheta Umerekwe have responded. I want to say that this man, I always love to hear from him because I still have the tape on what he said before the election. All his advice and the way he talked about PDP and what the evil they did against us Adrians. What I'm trying to say is what I mean by evil. If you allow pensioners to be dying, workers to be dying without paying them their salary, it's an evil. So what I'm trying to say is this: he has said it all, and I want to say that what makes me to laugh most of times is that those busybodies that always talk about Dr. Lesoti, I have checked very well to their various places. None of them that have employed
all right, Chijoke, your time
in their various communities.
Your time is
so
up.
I see them as busybodies because they don't have anything to offer. They see at their state government as easiest
all right,
way to
Chijoke,
make money
thank you.
to become billionaire overnight.
All right.
So I want to thank Ncheta Umerekwe.
All right, thank you. You've used your time. Keep it within 1 minute. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, Moses Ben.
You're welcome, sir.
Sam and Mr. Aiko Bodnaya.
Morning, brother.
I'm Okafor Chinedum. I'm calling from Omar.
All right.
Yes, let me start with the issue you started with. That is the issue of creation of states.
Yes.
I know for our lawmakers to come up with that bill. I know they have seen the lapses in Southeast, and I want to commend them for that very bold step. Now, coming to all that our political stakeholder, Ncheta Umerekwe, whom I respect so much, have said, yes, he has done well. But I want to plead with him to continue in his good work in Southeast. Let him also continue in what we know him for in Abia State, because he shouldn't just concentrate on his private business. He should still know that there are people who are looking up to him. So let him continue to visit such people and attend to people's needs.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for keeping it within your time. We appreciate you. We can still squeeze in one or two. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, my dear people in the studio.
Your name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Mr. Eze Enikalo, the voice from the hotel government area.
Be swift. Be swift about it.
The issue of creation of additional states in Southeast. It's a welcome development.
All right.
And I'm happy for those that have been pushing for it. Because this issue of additional states for the sake of equity and fairness, it has been long overdue. I believe that federal government should do something as earlier as possible to make sure that they give us that equal treatment. Right. But one thing I don't like is the way our lawmakers, how they are handling this issue. I believe that divided will fall and united will always stand.
All right.
Whenever you are not properly coordinated, when you people are not as Igbos, when we are not speaking with one voice, we may have problems along the line. There are times if people are coming in, so maybe coming to meet someone, telling that person, this is what you need. This person will demanding different things.
Your time is up. Your time is up.
Not to get what you want. Let them speak with one voice. Not Abia State, Ekiti State, Calabar State, State.
All right.
Let them speak with one voice. Let them decide suitable place where that place will be. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, gentlemen. We've got to leave it at this point today.
Oh, yes.
The weekend. I got Bonaya, Incorruptible Sir.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your weekend.
Stop by. We'll return next week. My name is Moses Ben. Good morning.
Are you in Omaya or Omaya environment? Are you in Abia State or any neighboring states around Abia State? A time has come when we come together to thank the Lord for his faithfulness towards our lives, for everything he has done for us. Now